All right, we've got some more fantastic new books here in the library that I cannot wait to show you and tell you about. So let's jump right in. We have some graphic novels that are a little bit younger here. We've got Star the Elephant, Surviving the Wild by Remy Lay. Now, I'm not going to go into like a detailed description of most of these books just for the sake of time, but I just wanted to let you know what were the new books that came in. Another one is Beacon Alley, Unlikely Friends. This is another graphic novel. So these are a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to read graphic novels, so that's a lot of fun. We got a couple more books to add to our bone collection that we didn't get earlier. We've got Volume 2, The Great Cow Race. They're real shiny, sorry. And Volume 5, Rockjaw, Master of the Eastern Border. So those have been pretty popular since we've added those to the library. We have Cross My Heart and Never Lie. This is actually a translated graphic novel by Nora, I'm going to mispronounce this last name for sure, Dasnes, pardon me, translated by Matt Baguli. I might have mispronounced that one too. But so we've got Cross My Heart and Never Lie graphic novel. And we got 2 copies of this one, and most of these, by the way, are award winners. They've won some of the American Library Association Youth Awards. And there's a lot of different awards that are in there, like the Coretta Scott King Award, the Purée Belpré Award, the Stonewall Award, and so on and so forth. And so a lot of these have won either an award or multiple awards in there. Including Mexikid, a graphic novel, a graphic memoir. We got 2 copies of this one. Lots of really fantastic things being said about this graphic memoir. We got the second volume of Stunt Boy by Jason Reynolds with art by Raoul III. The first one was Stunt Boy in the Meantime. We added that pretty recently. This is the second one, Stunt Boy in Between Time. So pretty excited about that. I'm a big Jason Reynolds fan. And our last graphic novel is Diana and the Hero's Journey. So this is following Diana Prince, which is Wonder Woman, right? When she was a little kid. Excited about the way that this is going to teach the hero's journey. And I'm realizing I need to put a little clear sticker over this as I'm doing this. So it's good that I'm touching this and showing you right now. So really fun one. I really love the art style on this. It's a little bit different than what we're used to with superhero ones. Here's our fiction books that we added. So we added Don't Turn Out the Lights, presented by the Horror Writers Association. This is a tribute to Alvin Schwartz's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. So a bunch of different like scary stories for our kiddos. We have a lot of kids that really are looking for the scary stories pretty regularly. And we don't have a ton of it, so we're not adding a lot, but we're adding a little bit more. Don't Turn Out the Lights. This is a science fiction book. This is called Alebrijes, pardon me. This is written by Donna Barba Higuera, who won the Newbery Award for The Last Quintista. Now, one of the things you may notice is on some of these books, with the fiction books, we've started color coding for genre. So if you see a green sticker over the label, that's a science fiction book. So I love The Last Quintista. This is a Purée Belpré Honor Award winner for another great science fiction book. We added the newest book in the Alex Rider series, Nightshade Revenge. This is a kind of spy, young spy book by Anthony Horowitz. This series got turned into a TV show that's available to watch. We added Ruby Lost and Found by Christina Lee. This one's a realistic fiction book. So that's a fun one to add, another award winner. We added another Goosebumps book, Slappy World, I Am Slappy's Evil Twin. So the Goosebumps books are pretty regularly checked out, so kind of fun to get another one of those, a little spooky one. We added, and this is a personal favorite of mine, we added The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is fantasy, of course. Now, we had The Lord of the Rings, which is really a little bit harder, a little bit older read, but we didn't have The Hobbit, which is really geared more towards our middle grade, younger readers. So I'm glad to have now The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Some of our really strong readers love The Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit's a little more accessible for everyone. Pardon the crashing over there. We added The Other Woods. This is a fantasy book, so a lot of fun. And it's got a little bit of a spooky hint to it as well, but it's fantasy. We added 2 copies of the newest Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, No Brainer. So I know these are going to be checked out immediately because they are very popular. That whole series is very popular. This is a nonfiction book called The Mona Lisa Vanishes, A Legendary Painter, A Shocking Heist, and the Birth of a Global Celebrity. And this is a Robert F. Seibert Medal Award winner, which is basically for young nonfiction. So a really fun book. And very cool that this is like a narrative nonfiction. We don't have a ton of that, so very glad to add that to the collection. So now we're going to get more into like the... Whoop, everything's going to fall is what's going to happen. Now we're going to get more into like nonfiction and picture books. Let me scooch these down so I can reach them a little easier for us. And you can keep hearing everything crash. I apologize. So we added The Three Billy Goats Gruff. This is retold by Mac Barnett and illustrated by John Klassen. So both of those are very loved children's authors and illustrators. So very excited to have that. And of course, I grew up with this little fairy tale, so fun to have. We added a version of Hansel and Gretel written by Neil Gaiman and Lorenzo Mattiatti. This is really cool. I really love this one. It's got a very distinctive art style that's very like, it's all black and white, and it's really, really cool. And then it has like this very storybook looking writing pages. I really love it. I'm a big Neil Gaiman fan. And our kids like Neil Gaiman. We added The Skull by John Klassen. This is sort of a mythic retelling. I think the way it's been described is a Tyrolean folk tale. So fun. And this also has some illustrations within. So this is going in our folklore and fairy tale section as well. We've got We Are Starlings Inside the Mesmerizing Magic of a Murmuration. So this is teaching about starlings and specifically about their migration and murmurs. So we added Dinosaur Lady, The Daring Discoveries of Mary Anning, the First Paleontologist. So that's a really exciting one. We added, now this is a paperback. Our other one that we had like this was a hardback, so hopefully this will be taken care of. But the official Harry Potter How to Draw book. We have one like this for Pokemon. And so this is kind of teaching how to draw different Harry Potter related stuff. And so a lot of fun. We added, now this one's a big beefy book. A big beefy book. This is A Whale of a Time. This is a funny poem for each day of the year. So we've got some humorous poetry, which I really love. If you love Shel Silverstein, this is something you can probably enjoy. But it's hefty. You gotta have some muscles. We added Remember. And so this one is an American Indian Library Association award winner by Joy Harjo, and so wonderful, beautiful picture book there that's going to have some Native American background in it. We've got another Neil Gaiman book, and this is poetry. This is What You Need to Be Warm, a poem of welcome. A really sweet book here. We added a new Fly Guy and Fly Girl book, Friendly Frenzy, by Ted Arnold. Those Fly Guy books are very popular. Very popular. We added What Happened to You, and I really love this. This is a picture book, and it deals with it's an honor book for the Schneider Family Book Award. And the Schneider Family Book Awards are for books dealing with people with disabilities or different abilities. And so what's great about this book is it kind of deals with how children can talk to one another when they see something different about a kiddo. So obviously we have a kiddo who's missing a leg, and we have another young kid who doesn't know how to talk to that kid that way. So it kind of deals with that, which I really think is great. This is kind of a replacement book, Pete the Cat Rockin' in My School Shoes. We've had this book before. I read this every year to our kindergartners when they come in. But our copy has gone on a little missing, so we're replacing our copy with a new one. So excited to have that. We have As Night Falls, Creatures That Go Wild After Dark. So really fun book that kind of talks about nocturnal animals. And that's it for now. That's half of this order that's come in. We have another half coming soon. I can't wait to tell you about that. And that'll be all the books that we've ordered for the school year. We're getting the last of our books in. And so really excited about all these and can't wait to share them with all you students and families. I can't wait to share them with your kiddos. See you later.